It's that time again. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So it is that time again to play my TBR Bonkers board to try to find out what books I'm going to be reading for July. But before we get into that, let's talk about June very quickly. June was an amazing month. I had 7 books on my June TBR when I played at the end of May, and by June 18th, I had read 8 books. So I read all 7 on my TBR plus an extra book. Yay me, I have never finished my TBR that quickly. So then it was like, so now I'm like, I don't know what to read next. I am not very good at being a mood reader. I need some assistance because there's just a few options to read. So what I decided to do is I picked up an advanced reader copy that I had that's releasing in July, so I'm reading that right now. And then we'll see what happens at the last week of June, what I decide to do. But you won't be seeing this until I already know what I've decided to do, so you'll find out. Okay, so now as we prepare for July's TBR, what do I need to get on? What am I looking to get onto my TBR? Okay, so I'm participating in a few yearly reading challenges. The first one is Oshina's Christian Romance Reading Challenge, and I've been doing these in month order. I've been very good at keeping current with that. And so the next one is Wanted to Read. That's almost too open because if I bought the book, it means I wanted to read it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, then for my own reading challenge, July's prompt is a hot setting. So I did a video with recommendations for books with hot settings, and in that video had some possibilities. So I'm going to be keeping my mind on one of those 4 possibilities. Then we have Katie's Read Around the World challenge from Paperbacks and Ponytails. And the next prompt is written by an author from another country. That is simple for me. Because I'm Canadian, another country is the US, England, like anywhere but Canadian. So that is going to be fairly simple because majority of the books I read are not by Canadian authors. Okay, then we have Chantel's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. Okay, this one's a little bit more tricky for me this month. So I am currently on the Doyle path, but for July, it is just to read a short story collection for both the Montgomery and the Doyle, and you can switch over paths. Okay, so I only own 1 short story collection. I should have grabbed it. Where is it? Well, I'm counting it as a short story collection. I think it would count as. So that is Protecting Tanner Hollow by Lynette Eason. It is a novella collection with, 4 novellas. I thought it was 3 inside of it. So to me, that is a short story collection because it's in 1 book. So I need to get this one on my TBR because it's the only short story collection I own. Okay, so those are the reading challenge. So now let's just go to the game board and see what the game has in store this month. Okay, we're ready for roll number 1. 9 and a 1 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going back 2 spots. 1, 2. We're going back 11 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. Well, What in the world? Did you even see that? We're going forward 11 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, please don't be. Please be a prompt. Are you kidding me? What is with these? We're going back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please be a prompt. Hey! Okay, so the prompt I got was oldest on TBR. And that was after all the back and forward and back and forward. Like, wow, I thought I'm never going to get past this spot. Okay, so I pulled up my TBR list, and the oldest on my TBR is Shattered Rose by TL Gray, who is Tammy Gray. And I purchased this is on my Kindle. I purchased this July of 2015. Yeah, I've had it for a few years. I don't really know anything about it. And it does say it is a YA contemporary romance. We'll see. So, when obsession and love blend and darkness consumes the mind and spirit, is it even possible to recognize a light? Set in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, 19-year-old Avery Nichols embarks on a journey of love, loss, and recognition that perfection is often an illusion. She gives all she has to the one man who cannot love her back, but still refuses to let her go. Now another fights to give her everything she doesn't believe she deserves. It is the beginning of her sophomore year at Windsor University, and Avery is determined that nothing will stop her momentum, not even the internal battle she has fought for 4 years. Forced to live on campus because her alumni scholarship, Avery is thrilled when she is placed in the coveted university apartments and is swept away by her roommate's cousin Jake, whose charm and charisma touches every part of her soul and shatters every piece of her heart. Broken and lost, Avery meets Parker, a man who not only offers her hope, but also teaches her to love in ways she never thought possible. Jake is complicated and damaged, fighting to find his way after the loss of his mother, and despite his every attempt to stop it, Avery gets behind his defenses and forces him to feel once again. He doesn't want to love her, but he can't let her go. Parker is genuine, honest, and falls for Avery the moment he sees her. He wants nothing more to love her, if only she will let him. Is what it sounds like. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that is going to be book number 1. Let's go back to the board and see what happens on roll number 2. Okay, roll number 2. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Okay, so I got BFF pick suspense. So, Christine, it's all up to you. What's she gonna pick? Let's find out.
BFF picks suspense. Yes, I love this. This is perfect. I love it when her prompts come up with BFF picks. My favorite. So, a suspense book. She's got a lot of suspense book options for me to choose from. So I took a look, and there are some options for me to make her start another series, but I'm a little bit afraid that I might not have BFF status if I do that, because I have made her start a few series already. So I'm gonna be nice. So I was looking through and I saw that she does have a suspense book by Lynette Eason. I like Lynette Eason. I also like novellas. So I'm gonna choose Protecting Tanner Hollow by Lynette Eason. My understanding is that it is a group of novellas, so that sounds like a good option for me to make her read. Also, I think she doesn't expect me to choose this one, so I like that.
Okay, let's go back to the board and see what happens on roll number 3. Okay, roll number 3. A 9 and a 2 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What is with these? Forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you kidding me? Okay, loose spots here. How do I want to do this? We're just going to randomly draw one. Here goes nothing. Oh. Oh. Okay. Loose spot isn't always bad. Draw a prompt card and then move forward 8 spots. Okay, so I have to draw a prompt card. So I got 2 words in the title. And then I got to move forward 8, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have a contemporary romance. Okay, so that was a unique round. So first I landed on a forward 6. And so I had to go forward 6 spaces. And that landed me on the loose spot. So then I randomly drew a card and I just happened to get one of the ones that is not so bad. So it was, the loose spot isn't always bad. Draw a prompt card and move forward 8 spots. Okay, so the prompt card I drew was 2 words in a title, I think. I have so many cards in my hand, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was 2 words in the title. If not, it doesn't really matter. So I decided to read Checked Impressions by Carolyn Miller. This is book 3 of the original 6 hockey romance series. And it's the next one for me to read in that series. And this is one of the series that I would like to get completed this year. So I need to make progress on it because there's 6 books and I'm only on number 3.
Jeanette, I have to jump in here. As your BFF and editor, I feel like I get veto power here. So you just chose a book that is, sure, it's 2 words, it fits your prompt. However, it's about hockey and the hockey season is over. And well, my team didn't win, the Oilers. Therefore, I'm obviously devastated and you can't read a book about hockey. So I'm going to veto that last book that you chose, and I'm going to say that you get to read the book of my choosing. So the book that I'm reading right now, currently, happens to have 2 words in the title, and so that fits your prompt. So I'm going to choose for you, Loyally Luke. You're welcome.
Okay, then when I moved forward the 8 spots, I landed on the prompt Contemporary Romance. And so, again, that was a fairly easy choice for me. I went with The Solid Grounds Coffee Company. Wow, titles by Carla Laureano. This is book number 3 in the Supper Club series, and it's the next one for me to read. And this will complete the series for me, so I'm excited to get this one read. I have never read this one, and I really enjoyed books 1 and 2, and I know that this one is featuring Anna, who is the 3rd friend of the 3 best friends we've been following through each book. And Anna is the one that I think I'm going to relate to the most because she's the one that is not the baker, not the cook. She is in marketing and just gets to reap the benefits of her friends who feed her. So yes, so this is the one I'm going to read. And I love coffee, so I'm hoping to really enjoy this book. Okay, what's going to happen on the next roll? Okay, roll number 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A new to me author. Okay, so we got a new to me author, And I've decided I'm going to do The Things We Knew by Catherine West because I've never read Catherine West before. And this is one of the ones from my hot setting possibilities, so it will get that checked off of my list because this one is set in Nantucket. And so it says, after her mother's death 12 years ago, Lynette watched her close-knit family unravel. One by one, her 4 older siblings left their Nantucket home and never returned. All seemed to blame their father for their mother's death, but nobody will talk about that tragic day, and Lynette's memory only speaks through nightmares. Then Nicholas Cooper returns to Nantucket, bringing the past with him. Once Lynette's adolescent crush, Nick knows more about her mother's death than he lets on. The truth could tear apart his own family and destroy his fragile relationship with Lynette, the woman he no longer thinks of as his kid's sister. So, this is the one I'm going to read. Okay. Are we going to end the game? Let's find out. Okay, roll number 5. 8 and 3 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got an 11, and we were only 10 spots from the end, so we made it to the end. So now I've got to spin my wheel for my TBR bingo board to find out what book is going to add. There are currently 10 books left on this bingo board, but one of them I've already added to this month's TBR, and the other ones could be kind of dangerous because there's a lot of 2 and 3 book number of the series. So let's see what's gonna happen. To Steal a Heart, that is by Jen Turano, and it's one of those books that doesn't say what number in the series it is. Book number 1. Okay, that worked out well. Okay, so this is from the Bleecker Street Inquiry Agency. As I said, it's book number 1. It is To Steal a Heart by Jen Turano. Turano? I think it's Turano. And it is a historical fiction. Pretty sure. It says, after spending her childhood as a street thief, Gabriella thought she put her past behind her until a fellow resident at her boarding house is unjustly accused of theft. Using her old skills to prove her friend's innocence, Gabriella unexpectedly encounters Nicholas Quinn, the man she once considered her best friend, until he abandoned her. After being taken under the wing of a professor who introduced him into society and named him as his heir, Nicholas is living far removed from a childhood life of crime. As a favor to a friend, Nicholas agrees to help clear the name of the innocent woman, never imagining he'd be reunited with the girl he thought lost to him forever. As Gabriella and Nicholas are thrown together into one intrigue after another, their childhood affection grows into more. But their newfound feelings are tested when truths about their past are revealed, and danger follows their every step. Okay, that does sound really interesting. But as I'm reading it, I'm realizing something. So, Nicholas, in this one, is Lynette's once adolescent crush. Childhood best friend of Gabriella, Nicholas. Okay, maybe I shouldn't read these ones back to back. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, so those are the 6 books that I'm going to be reading for July. So 3 of them I have physically, 2 of them are on my Kindle, and the one that Christine's picking, I don't know what that is at the moment of filming this, so she will insert a picture here. Maybe I own it physically, maybe I don't. Don't know. But I also did not get Protecting Tanner Hollow by Lynette Eason on the list. And as I said, this is one I need to read this month. So the chances of Christine picking this as the suspense are fairly slim. So I think I'll just be adding it and I will have 7 books, which is fine. I had 7 in the month of June and I finished ahead of time, so hopefully July is just as productive. Have you read any of these books? Do any of them intrigue you? I'd love to chat in the comments below. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you. Bye.